Is Trump about to pump crypto heavy and confirm the bull run officially starting for altcoins, aka alt season? Let's talk about it. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. If we take a quick look at the overall market, well, we are selling off. In fact, if we take a quick look at Bitcoin, we could see that this thing has pumped up to roughly 68.4K or so. I strongly encourage everyone to join the free Discord. There's going to be a link at the top of the description below. This is one of the most valuable and informative Discords out there, and it's completely free. There's a free side that has a ton of free crypto gems, free market strategies, guides, market trends, free charts, and there's also going to be new cheat sheets dropped in this Discord. And already we have a ton of testimonials from members of the Discord that have been absolutely loving it. So what are you waiting for? Go and click the link at the top of the description below and join the free Discord. And we're sitting at sub $66,000. Now I did outline this move on Bitcoin over on X, give it out, right? This is on the 21st that I posted this. And if we take a look at it, I said, this is what I'm expecting on Bitcoin. We just filled a bearish fair value gap on the upside, and this is where we would see a strong rejection. Bullish sentiment is heating up again while we are at significant resistance levels. The bullish FVG, fair value gap, like I said, on the lows is around 60 to 63K. And from there, I'm expecting us to run to $74,000 plus after. Now, like I said, posted this on the 21st. Bitcoin was trading at about 68.1K. After it already ran up to about roughly 68.4K. And since then, it's basically just been down only. Now, the big thing here is, are we going to come back down to the 63K level or even the $60,000 level? It's 100% a possibility. Now, I personally would like to actually retain around 63.7K. This is that level of support from roughly the 18th. It's also turning resistance from the 30th and the 1st into support. So I would like for us to actually hold that and not go too much deeper after that. But this is and has been my overall focus. But this is in the short term, right? What about the long term? Well, let's address XRP first. When we take a look real quick at XRP, this thing is still trading around 60 cents. I've been seeing a lot of people getting a little bit bullish on XRP. They've been talking about 60 cents being broken. I don't understand the whole point of 60 cents being broken. In fact, 60 cents does not really matter at all on XRP. In fact, I put out a post over on X regarding XRP as well. And I said I wouldn't mind if XRP took the liquidity from the recent high and the 70-cent range before filling that fair value gap around 44 cents to about roughly 51 cents. I think right now it's a little bit hard for XRP. I mean, for me personally, it's hard to see XRP coming back down to 51 cents. But it is still a possibility. And if we do get those lows ran on XRP, this fair value gap filled, then I'm going to be very, very happy. Now, I said RSI and stock RSI are both nearing an area where I would start to become cautious. Let's see what happens this week, but I wouldn't be overly bullish until we close above 75 cents on the daily. Now, yes, this is what I want to focus on when it comes to XRP. For anyone out there that is wondering about XRP, we want to take out the recent highs. So number one, we want to clear roughly like 65 cents and then clear that 75-cent zone. And if we can actually close on that or over 75 cents on the daily, then guess what? XRP's bull run will basically be confirmed starting. And then from there, we target 92 cents, the 2021 high, and then the, of course, all-time high for XRP. But this is going to take some time. Don't get too bullish yet. And if we do get that fair value gap ran on XRP, that is going to be a big buy opportunity when it comes to XRP. I'm still watching Bitcoin closely. Now, what about the long term, right? So we got the ETH ETFs approved, which this is a big deal. Now, they did start trading today. Everyone has been focused on it, right? BlackRock updated their website. We even have over here like spot Ether ETFs began trading today, recording 120 million in volume during the first 15 minutes. After 90 minutes, Bloomberg ETF analysts reported 361 million in volume, and I think now day one is in the books with over $1 billion in total volume. Not too bad. It was basically 23% of what the spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded on their first day. Like I said, it's not too bad. Now, the thing to focus on here is once we start to see the ETH ETFs really kind of outperforming Bitcoin ETFs, That's going to feed the narrative around phase 2 of alt season, which is, of course, Ethereum flipping Bitcoin, Ethereum taking over, which I do think that we will get to. It's going to take some time. Right now, if we actually take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin on the 60-day, the 90-day, and even the year-to-date, they're pretty much neck and neck. In the last 90 days, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. Year-to-date, they've been, like I said, neck to neck. Now, trading volume is also very interesting here because ETH trading volume is sitting at about 24 billion, while Bitcoin is sitting at about roughly 35 billion. So not a massive gap there. It's still substantial technically, but it does look very interesting to say the least. But building on top of all of that, the Bitcoin 2024 conference. Guys, Donald Trump is a headliner here. Now, I've been seeing a lot of speculation around this. I've been seeing a lot of heavy discussions on it as well. Remember, it's not just Donald Trump, it's RFK as well. And now we also have a few other candidates added to this. And even more recently, it seems as though there's talks around Kamala Harris also speaking at the event. This is now becoming a political focus. And I did make a post over on X. And for those that do follow me on X, you probably already saw it. This was my focus on this. So I said, crypto becoming a political weapon is going to feed the retail crowd to the market. Those that have been properly positioned and prepared will become ridiculously rich this cycle because of this. There's always a catalyst to bring the herd back, and now we have it in plain sight. I'm seeing 250,000 to 500,000 and even 1 million predictions for Bitcoin because of these crazy narratives. The red carpet is being rolled out to welcome in the crowd. All you have to do is be patient and take profits of or on the euphoria. You know, when it floods the market, you will hear narratives grow louder about a super cycle, institutional cycle, utility cycle. It's all noise. Again, you know, as we really kind of focus on that, we still need regulations. We still need implementation. We still need utilization. That takes waves. It takes some time. You only have one goal here, and that is to make sure that you are not bag holding profits back to ground zero or worse. And yes, listen, if you want to take a screenshot of your portfolio and share it to someone, 9 times out of 10, you should be taking some profits. But this is now becoming a political weapon. And like I said, yes, the predictions are out there. People are calling for, you know, $1 million XR, or not a $1 million XRP, even though I have been seeing some predictions around that, which is ridiculous, but a $1 million Bitcoin. And it all really kind of started with this, which we have huge breaking. Fox News and CNBC report Trump poised to announce Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset in Nashville. Listen, let me take a step back and really put things into perspective. Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset or a reserve asset or anything like that is ridiculous. So many people need to be real with themselves. Bitcoin has failed around financial use cases. The Lightning Network has failed around financial use cases. Don't even take it from me. Take it from Bitcoin developers themselves. They have literally said this. Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset has failed. It's not viable at this point. It needs a lot of improvement, and technology waits for no one. It's not going to be Bitcoin. It's never going to be Bitcoin. But this narrative is feeding the hype train, feeding the retail crowd. Bring them in. It's now on mainstream media. Check this out.
Bitcoin conference where Trump is expected to give the keynote speech on Saturday, with some speculating he could announce plans to create a U.S. Bitcoin strategic reserve. Bitcoin.
There you guys have it. Now, a lot of these Bitcoin maxis have been pushing the CNBC one, which is over here. CNBC discusses the idea of the U.S. potentially holding Bitcoin as a reserve currency under Donald Trump. Check it out.
And so, yeah, he's going to speak very positively about Bitcoin here at the conference.
Do you think that these favorable comments could go so far as to indicate that he'd be open to it being a reserve currency for the U.S.?
Yeah, so there were some rumblings of that on X this week. It could be something that's very difficult to get done, but it is possible. The Justice Department holds about 200,000 units of Bitcoin. So the United States is the largest holder of Bitcoin. And so they could easily just move that over to the Department of Treasury and start right there and have 13 billion worth of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So it is a possible move. It just could be tough to get done. But what happens is the Justice Department, in holding these units of Bitcoin, they've been a random seller in the space. And so if they move from being a random seller at times, which could push the price of Bitcoin down, over to being a long-term hodler, well, that could be really good for the space and push prices up. And
again, Bitcoin is a reserve currency. I mean, I think everyone's laughing. If you're not laughing, I think that you're oblivious to the facts here. Bitcoin is not good for a reserve currency. It's not viable for it. And that's not me being a Bitcoin hater or anything like that. I'm just being honest. I'm being legit with you guys. Sure, Bitcoin maxis can push whatever narrative they want. For example, like this one over here, CNBC is discussing the US government potentially holding Bitcoin as a reserve currency. Bitcoin to $1 million. Let's go. Clowns. Literally clowns. Like that's exactly what's going on right now. It's a clown show over on X when it comes to Bitcoin. And that's why I said like these predictions around 250K, 500K, or even 1 million. I'm telling you guys right now, my prediction for Bitcoin this cycle is maybe 120 to 150K. I'm not expecting massive price predictions for Bitcoin. And it's because, guess what? When you hear all of this noise, when you see everyone getting overly bullish, typically none of it morphs into reality. Well, we'll definitely see. We'll watch, wait, and see. But in my opinion, the top for Bitcoin will be around roughly 120 to 150. And maybe that's a little bit even too high. Maybe it's 100K. Who knows? We'll have to see. But a lot of what we're now hearing is how bullish Trump has been on crypto. Remember, right? Like everything that we're now seeing is just to cater to the crypto voters. Even as we look at this Bitcoin conference and we now have Kamala Harris there, we have RFK, it's all because they see how big the crypto vote really is. And listen closely to this.
Well, I will end Joe Biden's war on crypto, and we will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in America. We're going to keep it right here, and a lot of it's going to be done right here in Florida, right?
So you guys have it. And then also over here we have, I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin, and I will also never allow the creation of a CBDC. Check it out.
I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
Now, this is all great on paper. Let's just be honest here. CBDCs, regardless of what Trump wants, it's happening. A central bank digital currency, they banned a central bank digital currency in the US, specifically the wording central bank digital currency. Remember what a CBDC actually is? It's just a stablecoin issued out by the government. We will see that happen. There's no way in my mind that we avoid that. Every single nation outside of the US is pushing for a CBDC. What is the US going to do? That's the big thing, right? They have to fall in line with it or else they will be left behind. But outside of that, the whole idea here around, a reserve asset, Bitcoin going to 100K, Bitcoin going here, Bitcoin going there. It's just crazy to me that this is now the narrative. And this is exactly what we wanted to actually see technically, because this confirms that we will push higher and higher and higher. Now, the warning signs are already there for a quarter four top. Okay. I said it back in July 1st, Sony to launch their crypto exchange in Japan. More signs of an early top in quarter four 2024. Also, we have US Senate considers voting to ban Congress from trading stocks before November elections. Again, quarter four top. And it's also crazy because we have a lot of celebrities now pushing their meme coins and their own tokens. Like these are all warning signs of a top getting close. And I look at this space and I look at Bitcoin and I look at Ethereum. Guys, I don't think a lot of people realize just how fast this entire market can heat up in a matter of months. By the end of this year, we could very well be at the top. I'm going to play this accordingly by taking profits into quarter four. I'll leave some on the table for quarter one, 2025, just in case. But I do think that, the DXY and the Bitcoin dominance chart that are going to top, Bitcoin will run to 80 to 100K while altcoins go parabolic into quarter four, topping before the end of the year. That's exactly my prediction. This was back in April that I said, this is still my thought process. I'm not, changing it. That's my focus here. And I do think that all of these big narratives now, everything happening around politics, it's only feeding the fire even more, which is telling me, yes, I do think that we will top around quarter four of 2024. If you guys think that that's wrong, that's okay. The latest that I see it is possibly quarter one of 2025, if anything. So with that in mind, is Donald Trump going to ignite a crypto bull run? Well, ultimately, I do think that he already has. I think that the assassination attempt, and then Joe Biden stepping down. I mean, guys, just go back in time a little bit. Go back to, July 5th. Guys, from July 5th to now, recently, has been up only. And a lot of it has to do with the assassination attempt, with the probability of Trump winning, Joe Biden stepping down. People love the fact that Trump has a high probability now because remember that Dems have been anti-crypto for so long, so they think that this is going to change, which is everyone really kind of just betting on that, which is why as we really kind of look at Bitcoin and the entire market, it has been waking up in a large way. So I do think that, yes, we will start to see alt season and the bull run really kind of heating up into elections because of everyone focused on the pro-crypto narrative, which is now floating around everywhere. That's why we have politics becoming a very big thing at the biggest crypto/Bitcoin conference in the world. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if there's more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.